Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Today, we're gonna be uncovering a little bit of a mystery. But before we get into any of that, if you want to support the channel, make sure you press the like button and press the subscribe button. It really does help out, guys, so show your support by doing that. And also, comment down below what coin you'd like to talk about next. Now, before we get into this mystery that I just told you guys about, I want to talk about a little bit of a controversial topic in the XRP community. It is about XRP being a security, allegedly, by Pally. So Amy just posted, XRP holders aren't going to like this thread, but should read it anyways. ESP, the ones who think they somehow understand every single nuance of US security laws, I've taken so much backlash for even suggesting that XRP could be a security. Oh well. So then there's a retweet by Pally, who has a very, very big thread on why XRP is supposedly a security. So there was an important ruling in the Ripple lawsuit last week in California federal court. TLDR, which means too long didn't read, XRP sure sounds like a security. My bet is that the court will ultimately reach the same conclusion. Thread, and this is actually a retweet from The Block, which stated, XRP is probably a security, don't at me. I also opened that one up right here. It says, XRP is probably a security, don't at me. New ruling in the Ripple class action lawsuit. Court says securities claims as alleged in lawsuit appears to have been timely filed, at least for motion to dismiss purposes, denies motion to dismiss on this basis. Securities claims against Ripple and other defendants, including CEO Brad Garlinghouse, are not dismissed, and while ruling in is not a decision on the merits, many of the alleged facts appear to be difficult to controvert and may well lead to the court eventually concluding that XRP is a security. Alright, you actually need to pay $85 a month? Are you joking? Do you have to pay $85 a month to read that? All right, let's let's skip out on that for right now. There's a very long thread here by Pally explaining a couple of different reasons why it could be security in the lawsuits against Ripple and such and whatnot. But Galgatron comes in with some facts and says, glad to see you finally capitulate a bit on the security issue. You don't seem as 100% sure as before. Where do you think your doubt is creeping in from? And I actually find that a very, 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 very strong report, or very strong comeback from him, kind of pointing out that it's a maybe. You know, it's not necessarily a security. It's possibly a security. I like that. I like that. But yeah, you can read more about it just in here. You can just check out the whole thread yourself. I think it's a little bit too long to read all the way through for you guys on camera, but it's I guess okay. Then Almost Addicted, again, a guy I really like in the XP community, just posted a tweet and says, I'm sure it's nothing, with a picture of the Simpsons' relations to XRP or to crypto in general, or Ripple, whatever. And you can see they posted a little bit of a picture with Donald Trump as the president. It came out to be true. They posted another couple of things which in the end kind of became true, or kind of have a relationship to XRP or Ripple in the end. In this case here, the most interesting one out of all of them is this one, I would say, right here, where you can see this this little logo on those shirts, and then of course on Christine Lagarde you can see the logo, which is a Triskelion, but which Ripple also has, and they might all connect to each other in some different way, shape, or form. And again, you can see there's a lot of these things which Simpsons have thought of with predictive programming, of course, and I guess it's their whole motion to think about these things up front and to predict as many things as possible, sort of, or at least make it look like they predicted it. That's their whole kind of niche, right? But they're doing an amazing job at it, and maybe they have predicted something through predictive programming, which could be really kind of cool. It's a fun thing, right? So I like sharing that type of stuff. Leonidas just posted on Twitter, Ripple Escrow, unraveling the mystery. And this is actually the main objective of today, just going through a little bit of the Ripple Escrow mystery that a lot of people have been facing. I just dropped my charger. And hearing about and talking about and discussing because there's a lot of misinformation that has been going around about this escrow, and this article will most likely clear up a lot of different things. So again, prepare your prepare your shorts and get your diaper ready for a good little story. Now, what is an escrow? Escrow is a feature of the ledger that allows you to send conditional XRP payments. These conditional payments, called escrows, set aside XRP and deliver it when certain conditions are met. With Ripple, it's timely, and the XRP set aside in escrow is locked up. No one can touch it. Ripple's initial escrow creation. In December of 2017, Ripple created 55 different, or I guess separate, escrows of 1 billion XRP each, and the plan was that every single month, one of these 1 billion escrows would expire, giving 1 billion XRP back to Ripple. Ripple could then use that however they want, or return however they want, or however many they wanted, back into a new escrow, adding on top of the 55th. Ripple's escrow release history. This is a table showing the release of Ripple's escrow every month and the amount returned into escrow. In 27 months, Ripple has released, of course, 1 billion a month, so 27 billion XRP, of which 21.6 billion went back into escrow. Ripple has re-escrowed exactly 800 million XRP every month on average so far. And then here's the full history on it. You can check everything if you want to. I guess the first month was just a pretty heavy one, right? Because they took 1 billion out, they didn't put anything back at all, and then after that they just started putting back 900 million, 800 million, 700 million, 1 billion, and of course the last quarter here they took a lot, they put a lot back in, as you can see here. When Ripple first escrowed the 55 billion XRP, it used 11 different wallets, each holding 5 billion XRP in escrows. At the time of writing, 5 of the initial wallets have 0 XRP in them, while 6 new wallets have been created. And escrow wallets here, you can see these are the first 5, and now these are supposedly the other wallets that they have, which totals up to about 50 billion XRP. Besides spreading its escrow to different wallets, each holding a maximum of 5 billion, Ripple also makes sure that every month a maximum of 1 billion XP is in escrow. This applies to any new escrow Ripple creates. Currently, the last escrow ends in May 2024, starting from April 20th, or April 2020, up until April 2024. In each month, a total of 1 billion XRP in escrow will end. In May 2024, currently there are 600 million XRP escrowed. Next month, when Ripple creates new escrows, it will escrow 400 million XRP, ending in the month of May 2024, and the rest for June 2024, and this will go on for some time now. You can view all the escrows on their page, again on XRP Arcade /escrow, I believe. It's also somewhere, I believe, at the top if you want to check it out. Maybe it's not. I know you can find it some way, but here it's xrparcade.com/escrow. You can see here all the escrows and when they are due, when they've ended. Right now, of course, they're doing these 2 separate payments of 500 million each. And you can see this goes on all the way till 2024. All right. Moving forward, though, as we just read that, Ripple's XRP sales. Ripple has been very transparent. It's an opinion, but they've been quite transparent as far as its sales are concerned. Every quarter, it publishes a quarterly report that shows exactly how much XRP Ripple sold during that time frame. As you can see in the graph below, Ripple's sales in USD were the most from Q3 2018 to Q2 2019. Towards the end of Q2 2019, Ripple announced that it would start using a different approach to the XRP volume, reporting and that it would take a more conservative approach to XRP sales. Indeed, in the last 2 quarters, Ripple's sales appeared to be significantly lower. Again, you can see at the end here, it's even 0 cryptocurrency exchanges sales for XRP. 0 sales in the 4th quarter, pretty damn good. And to conclude, whenever you see a news outlet claiming that Ripple is about to dump 1 billion XRP, you should know that that is never the case. Ripple has maintained a very conservative approach with maximum transparency. Again, I would not state maximum transparency, but quite a good transparency, because in details here, we don't know what they spent the money on. And right, we're talking about this 100 or 200 million XP coming out or whatever. We know that this was well spent, most likely, as most is put back. and that they are not selling it in heaps every single day because they're not allowed to. But still, what exactly they spent what cent on, we don't know, right? So maximum transparency, definitely not, but being quite transparent with the exact amounts, I like that. People could have found it out regardless, so it's the smarter move to do, but all right. Whenever you see a news outlet claiming, again, just think about that. As mentioned in the Q4 report of 2019, Ripple continues to focus solely on its over-the-counter sales with a very few strategic partners who are building XRP utility and liquidity in strategic regions, including EMEA and Asia. Ripple is determined to get more RippleNet members on-demand liquidity and XRP, and is taking all the necessary steps to achieve that. Liked it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. But yeah, again, big shout out to Leonidas for creating this article. Really some interesting information. I don't completely agree, but hey, that's why we're all here on this earth, right? We shouldn't all agree. We all, of course, have some things to discuss. And I personally think they could be a little bit more transparent. They probably don't want to. Hey, everybody do their thing. I'm still liking them. Ripple incentivizes customers to utilize its XRP cross-border payment solutions. This was also a very big mystery, kind of a vague topic of today. And I just want to kind of clear up the smoke that I don't think this is a bad thing. I think companies do this all the time. And I also think it's very smart. It's kind of what Spring is doing, but then directly from Ripple, right? Because we just noticed now that MoneyGram was incentivized by Ripple to use XRP. And I personally don't really see where the bad side in that is at all. Where's the bad side? Them getting money to use XRP? Where's the bad part about it? I don't even know. And again, this is kind of a funny article with a 1 billion XRP unlocked, blah, blah, blah. But the general opinion in the article is positive, but it may look a little bit negative because, of course, they're going over the most controversial topics like we are on the channel as well, which makes it look a little bit sketchy and mean, but it's not. It's really a good one. Crypto rating reveals when Bitcoin will hit major low, rise massively. So I just noticed this as well. Wise Crypto Ratings is back on Twitter again with the predictions. Our timing models indicate an important low for crypto assets is likely by mid-March. After that, some same models indicate another massive run for BTC. The big question is, how high will Bitcoin go? They messed up. How high will Bitcoin will go? Let us know what you think. And again, I want to know from you guys as well in the comment section, how high do you think Bitcoin will go in 2020? Right? Just some thinking. You know, this is not your own, I guess it's a price prediction, but just for fun's sakes, nothing serious here. Like, what is your expectation of results in this year? Again, there doesn't have to be any logical sense behind it. Just put it in the comment section. I'm not going to do it just to be sure that people don't take it the wrong way, but I just want to see what you guys are expecting to happen. Again, your complete own opinion, not fetched from any online sources. And you don't have to build this up on like anything rational, just kind of what you're guessing it might be. Not the most hopeful scenario, but really what you think is going to happen, like from the bottom of your head, I guess, or heart. Bitcoin gears up for another 9 million percent rise as the world braces for the next financial crisis. 9 million percent? Okay. CZ said Bitcoin was created after the last financial crisis. Yeah, I guess so. It has risen 9 million percent in the last 10 years when fiat and stocks were strong. How do you think it would do in the next financial crisis when fiat and stocks might be weak? And if it already did 9 million percent in the time it did well, how well do you think Bitcoin would do when everything goes bad? And Justin said, Bitcoin gonna moon. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to think about that as well. Like, how much could Bitcoin do in a short amount of time? It's really something nobody really knows. Nobody knows how they're going to be reacting in a bear market or like in a bear stock market or in a deteriorating economy. Nobody really knows. But I'm also quite intrigued to read more. Again, I can't believe this is $85 a month to join and read their articles. Wow, that's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, and last but not least, Bitcoin momentum investing. Does buy the dump and sell the pump work? It can work. It's quite risky though because it's really difficult to time the exact bottom. But as you can see in any of the charts out there ever, you'll most likely be able to make a good profit. Now, here is a little bit of a list which might be interesting in cumulative returns, which actually kind of shows you how much money you could have been making from the beginning of last year, 2019, up till the February 2020. Again, it shows you how much profit or loss you would have taken. And it's interesting to take a look at, because that would mean for some coins that it would have been better not to buy it at all, or to buy it in 2020 rather than 2019. But for some coins, you could have made a pretty good decision to buy. For example, Bitcoin Cashier, profit, Cardano, profit, Zcash, profit, BAT token, a lot of profit, Lisk, a very big amount of profit, and so there's multiple others. By the way, Lisk I've been holding since the bull run, just a small bit, but I've never looked back at that. Just notice, I've never looked back at that coin. I have no idea how they've been doing, but yeah. Guys, that was it for this video. I think there's a lot of money to be made buying dumps and selling at the pump, but it's so difficult to time that I don't know if it's worth it to do, but it could be a good idea to, I guess, learn up about that, maybe learn to trade, I don't know. The markets are also pretty green, doing very, very good right now. I'm hoping something good is going to be coming from that. But guys, thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video.